welcome our BYU TV football analyst Blaine Fowler here to preview what's got to happen between now and kickoff with Washington State in 2012 for the football team. Let's go right to the schedule and take a look at the 6 home games and the 6 road games. And I think it's impressive on both sides.
Yeah, you've got some quality opponents coming here. In-state rival Utah State. You get Norm Chow returning here to Utah with his Hawaii team as the head coach. And hey, I love the away schedule as well. If you're going to plan a trip, well, you've got to get to Notre Dame if you haven't been there. And Georgia Tech is one of the great stadiums in all of college football, right in downtown with the buildings looming, over the top of the stadium. I think this is a great schedule. We don't know the dates yet, but we know that this is the home and away schedule for next season.
It was a fun season we just finished up, and one of the great things about it was the team is so young that so many guys are coming back.
Yeah, this is a young team that was trying to find their identity in 2011, and there is a very good core of guys coming back, and I think that this is a team that should start the season ranked in the top 25, and then they'll just go from there. And it starts with having your leader back, your quarterback Riley Nelson, and a terrific receiving core. They've got some solid core offensive linemen back, but that's an area that they're going to have to, fill some holes in as they move into 2012.
Let's look at the guys on defense, and you'll notice some of the fan favorite at linebacker will be back.
Yeah, when Bronco Mendenhall moved to the 3-4 defense, he built it around the fact that he could recruit linebackers, and he's got a great group of linebackers coming back. That'll be a strength of this team next season. They've got to fill a few holes in the secondary, but with a core group that they have coming back, these guys are used to winning. They play well down the stretch. I expect them to be very strong, and then you get all of your specialists back, and we talk about Riley Stevenson, the punter, Justin Sorensen, the kicker, but how about Reed Hornung, who made one of the big plays in the Armed Forces Bowl, knocking loose that punt that got BYU momentum right before halftime.
Foslev back to return punts, and of course Hoffman was such a dangerous kickoff return man, and Cody will be back too.
Yeah, this is a team that really should be, if analysts look at what they have coming back, especially when you've got your quarterback and your receiving core back, it's a team that should be ranked to start the season. Okay,
let's look at areas that need to get a little bit better.
Well, in terms of defense, let's start there. Travis Uwale graduates,
right.
And defensively, he's the guy, he's the quarterback of the defense. He, for this whole last year, stayed healthy and got people into where they needed to be defensively. He got everyone lined up. He made all of the checks at the line of scrimmage. He's the captain of all of the calls defensively, and they have got to find a safety to replace Travis Uwale that can be reliable, that can get guys lined up and do a great job as Travis Uwale did in the back end. Probably one of the most underrated players on this BYU team this season. Not just because he made plays consistently, didn't allow things to get over the top of him, because what he does to get everyone else lined up. So is it going to be Mike Hague? Mike Hague's certainly a talented guy, but he hasn't been able to stay healthy, and so that will be a big focus in spring ball for BYU, is can they find a safety to replace Uwale? They certainly have great talent coming back at linebacker. They're going to be set there. They've got good depth coming back on that defensive line, but it's safety that they should be most concerned with in finding a guy there.
Those linebackers, again, will be touted as the strength of the defense, which was the case before this past season, but now they come back better.
Oh, yeah, with Kyle Van Noy, who's an unbelievable playmaker on the outside, and then just solid play inside with Brandon Ogletree, who was one of the team leaders in tackles all season long, and you got Wona Kavinga, who's just got great feel. But this guy, Kyle Van Noy, whenever there was a big play that needed to be made, he seemed to step up and get a sack or make a tackle for loss. And the inside guys were just steady, just as you'd like them to be all season long making plays. Here's Wona Kavinga with a big play. A solid group of linebackers, and not just the starters that will be back this year, but they'll have depth again at that position. And when BYU's good at linebacker, and when they can defend the run and also have guys on the outside that can get out and defend the pass, they're really good defensively.
Well, as we saw with the list of returning starters on offense, there aren't many holes to fill, especially in the skill position with Hoffman and Oppo and Foslev all back.
Yeah, this is a receiving core that is going to rival any in the country. You've got everything you need. You've got size on the outside and Cody Hoffman and Ross Oppo, big guys that can go and make plays for you. Cody Hoffman became the go-to guy all season long, and with his size, he's a mismatch for any corner or safety on their schedule next season. And Ross Oppo seemed to get more and more comfortable as the season progressed. Remember, this was his first year playing, and not only did he get more comfortable, Riley Nelson became more comfortable with him. I love this play, the throw back inside and the great strength that Cody Hoffman shows you. And you also get Mike Alisa back. Remember, he didn't play in the bowl game. He's going to be healthy coming back. So you'll have a great combination of a run game, a feature tailback that you can go with every down, and Michael Lisa. Great receivers on the outside. And as you mentioned, J.D. Falslev on the inside is a great route runner and possession receiver inside. Tight
end's a question mark. So went through so many of them this past fall.
Yeah, injuries were a problem.
Right.
They felt good about what they had, but with the injuries, we'll see how those guys can recover through spring ball. They should have depth at that position if they can stay healthy.
About a month and a half till spring ball.
Yeah, exactly. Amazing that we're already talking football, but hey, it's never too soon to talk football.